parents, welcome back. I am so happy that you have decided to check out my course, Family Meetings, Parenting from Chaos to Peace and Harmony. In this introductory video, I'm going to go through the benefits of having family meetings and the way you can successfully accomplish your goal. So let's begin. I am a certified positive discipline parent educator. I was certified by the Positive Discipline Association, and it is basically an affiliate of the National Association of Adlerian Psychology. I am also a researcher in family relationships, specifically parent-child relationships in middle childhood. So I look at issues relating to intimacy, how we build closeness in the relationship, in issues relating to discipline, and also attachment issues in the family. I have a son who's 12 years old, so he's like somewhere between a teenager and still in middle childhood. And he's 12 years old right now. So the Positive Discipline Program is the foundation for this course. So everything that I'm teaching you in this course is related to the Positive Discipline Program. So if you want to know more about it, you can look at positivediscipline.com. So let's begin. The family meeting course basically takes you on a step-by-step on how you can accomplish having successful family meetings. For me, family meetings are one of the hallmarks of creating a successful family. Many times we look at having meetings in our companies, in our organizations on a regular basis. Sometimes it might be in a Monday morning meeting or weekly meeting or monthly meeting or, biannual meeting. And in those meetings, the whole purpose is to make sure that everybody in the company is on track to achieving the goals for that year. So my question is, why is it that we tend to be so deliberate with our company, whether we're an employer or an employee, but we're not as deliberate with our family? Family meetings ensure that we are more deliberate in the values, goals, and objectives that we have for our family. And it helps us to become more successful as a unit, whether it's in the current generation or in future generations. So the objective of the course, the purpose of the course is to support and encourage families to create a structure that focuses on non-punitive and non-permissive strategies. So when you're having family meetings, you're not focusing on controlling the children or, being the powerful parent. In the family meeting, you're learning how to be kind and firm, but you're also teaching children life skills. You're teaching them how to be more capable as human beings, and importantly, you're teaching them practices and principles that has a long-term positive impact, not only on their lives, but also when they decide to have children themselves. All right, so the aim of the program is to strengthen families, similar to business, as I mentioned before. We need to make an effort to deliberately develop the family, to strengthen the family, and not just go day by day as things go on. Also, to help children to take responsibility and to learn essential life skills. So when we go through the course, you will see that there are different roles in the course that every member in the family can take on in those meetings, as long as that they are at the appropriate age. You're teaching them how to problem solve and so many other things that are necessary for them, not just within the family, but also with the wider society. And you're creating habits to create generational success, not just for you alone, but also for your children, so that they can be successful in their family once they become an adult. So we're gonna go through just the overall objective and benefits of the course so that you can decide whether or not this course is for you. So what is family meetings? Do you need it? And the benefits of family meetings. So as I told you, I'm a certified positive discipline parent educator. So the structure of this family meeting is based on that philosophy. Okay, and in that philosophy, kindness and firmness are given precedence over any form of punitive or permissive forms of parenting. The whole premise of family meeting is to plan and discuss topics and issues that are affecting the family. So instead of trying to resolve it with your sibling and sibling, we're resolving it, or a couple alone, we're resolving it as a family unit. You're saying to every member of the family, you're significant, you belong, your ideas matter most of all. A lot of us grew up in families where we were seen and not heard. And so we suffer in silence about certain issues that are affecting us, whether it's with our friends, whether it's with family members, or even with our parents. Family meetings now make it a sense of neutrality, where there isn't any power struggle going on between the parents and the child. What you have is a mutual understanding that we're going to problem solve. So the whole hallmark of family meetings is not to complain about what is happening in the family that's wrong. What is important in family meeting is that as a unit, we problem solve together. We will go through what problem solving looks like in a healthy way, not just in a way that, benefits the parents or only benefits the child. Now, family meetings help us to do succession planning and develop practices that are necessary for multi-generational success. So if you look at families who are successful, you'll realize that they are not just successful by chance. They're very deliberate. They have family meetings for a multitude of reasons. It could be familial interactions, finances, it could be, issues relating to business, contracts, all of that. They're very deliberate in communicating what it is as a family that needs to be achieved or needs to be done. So, is family meetings for you? Now you can decide based on some of these scenarios and others. So you being in the introductory course already tells me that there is something going on in the family you want more, either that there are too many arguments, there's too many issues, or everything is okay and you want an additional tool to make sure that your family continues to be on track. So do you lack established family values and traditions? How many of us actually know what our family values are, like off the bat without guessing? Family meetings encourage us to develop that kind of way of thinking and that way of putting things in place for children, not just in this generation, but after. What's your home like? Do you have a lot of chaos, structure, routines not being done, things are all over the place, you're not sure what to do, where to go, and how to do it? Do you have frequent yellings? Are you experiencing power struggles with your children who are in middle childhood, early childhood, or adolescence? Are your children just not cooperating? They say they will do something, they don't do it. You have to be behind them all the time. You feel like they are out of control, or you are out of control and the whole house is chaotic. Or you've been yelling, screaming, spanking, all those other parenting practices that have not worked. If you can relate to any of these things, then guess what? You're in the right place to take the family meeting course. So what are some of the benefits of family meeting? Again, because we're on neutrality, everybody's on the same level. Now, because you're a parent, you have more power or influence in a family meeting that we're going to be teaching here. Everybody is on equal footing. So guess what? Children learn to cooperate and be respectful to others. They learn social responsibility. Very important thing. Again, many of us were raised to be seen and not heard. So we lack that ability, or we struggle for self-expression. In the family meeting, because it's a safe space, children can communicate everything from the good, the bad, the in-between of what is happening, their perception on things, and how they feel about it, the suggestions, the solutions to solving issues that they may have, or just their happiness about what is going on in the family. Again, when there are challenges, children learn to problem solve. And this skill is not just beneficial for family meeting, but you can see how it will benefit them academically, in their peer relationships as they get older, their relationships in the professional setting, or even their intimate relationships. Now, we're going to go through the steps of conducting the meeting. One of them that is important is listening. So you're teaching your children how to listen without interrupting each other. And that's a very critical skill that is needed even now as adults, okay? You learn to create solutions that are respectful, and you get to be accountable in a safe environment. So in creating the solutions in the family meeting, your children then have the responsibility to execute whatever as agreed upon. Now, if they don't do that, you then, before the execution, part of the solutions is that they will understand the logical consequence of not going through what is necessary to have this task done properly. So then once they don't fulfill their end of the bargain, they have to be accountable to the family in a safe space. That kind of skill and that kind of experience is teaching them that even in the outside world, they have to be accountable as well. Okay, again, sense of belonging. Children now have a voice. You're valuing their agency. Agency means that you understand that they have their own meanings. They co-create meanings of interactions, of experiences. You understand that they're very goal-oriented. They take initiative, whether for themselves or for others, and also that they have autonomy, or they strive to maintain their autonomy. Even as children, they want to maintain how they decide to do things, when and where, and sometimes as parents, we have to give them that room in a constrained environment. But they learn a sense of belonging because then their agency is valued. You learn to develop family values, traditions, and history because of these things that you're going through on a daily basis. And then they learn leadership skills. They're learning how to conduct meetings that they can take into the classroom, into their professional settings, and so on. So they are learning a lot of soft skills that will benefit them, not just in the family, but also in the wider society. Now, parents, how do you benefit from it? You avoid power struggles respectfully. Again, because you're coming up with solutions with the children there, you're more likely to get a child to buy into whatever it is that needs to be done. You're avoiding the whole micromanagement. How many of us walk behind our kids and say, you haven't done this, you haven't put away the toys, you haven't cleaned your room, you haven't done your homework, you haven't, right? In the family meeting, you come up with solutions and strategies relating to certain issues, and then you allow your children to be accountable through the natural consequence. So you get rid of the whole issue of micromanaging. You learn to also embrace taking responsibility, sharing that responsibility respectfully with your children, creating the same, similar to children, creating the same values, traditions, and history. And also you model the behavior. So children are more likely to learn from what we do than what we say. So when we model how to conduct ourselves in problem-solving strategies and so on, we're teaching our children that this is how they should communicate if they want to maintain healthy relationship with their peers, with their loved ones, with their professional colleagues, and so on. And then you have children getting to be involved in creating the succession plan. Again, family meeting is honoring the agency of the child, so they can have an idea of where this family needs to go, how, and so on. And you will see that a lot of the things that you're trying to get your children to buy into becomes a lot more easier because their perspective is included in this plan. Okay, the overall benefits from the family, again, family values, tradition, and history. We are more deliberate with that. We increase the chance of more family success, and then we have better cohesion and interdependence among the family, and that ties into the family becoming stronger. And you learn to resolve and recognize conflicts and resolve them in a respectful manner, in a manner that benefits everybody who is involved in that scenario. So we're going to go through everything relating to how to successfully conduct a family meeting. Now, to be successful, there are certain things that you will need to do, okay? You will need to buy a binder, and a binder maybe that can hold, say, 200 to 300 pages. So one of those big ones. And the binder should be the one that you can pull out, and so you can take the pages out and so on. You need a divider because the family meeting folder comes with different components. So for example, you have a section for compliments, you have a section for gratitude, you have a section for the agenda, you have a section for problem solving, you have a section for meal planning. You don't want to be trying to go through the folder trying to find those sections. So you need several dividers to go into the folder so you can easily find each section. Glue, scissors, punch, and stapler are needed. In this course, there are 11 printable sheets that are needed to help you to successfully execute your family meetings. Download those. I would recommend that you copy them at a copy shop because some of them require multiple pages so that you don't have to put too much pressure on your printer at home. Pens, recording device. So some meetings, some people prefer to record their meetings with an audio recorder. Others prefer to record by writing. So if you prefer audio recorded and you have a recording device, you can have what I call a play mic. So you can be your kid's mic or something, anything that you want. Because the important thing is with the mutual respect is that when somebody's holding that mic, the other family members are not allowed, even the parents are not allowed to interrupt as that person is speaking. So you need to have that. So it's a good way of maintaining a certain level of neutrality. So we need pictures. So one part of the folder also has pictures of the family that you put at the beginning of the year. You need to have these pictures so you can see the transition of the family as well. Now, to be successful is to have an open mind about the recordings. There will be some things that might differ from how you see things, but I want to ask you to just be more mindful and to think about, well, all the things that I've been doing before has not worked. Let me listen to another perspective, or let me try another perspective to see if that will be successful. And then make a commitment to improving your family dynamics to create generational success. Successful families don't just happen. They're very, very deliberate. And so I want you to go into the course with that level of commitment. All right, so this is just the introductory of the benefits of having family meetings. We're going to talk more about how we develop a motto, mission statement for the family. We're going to go into how we do the compliment activities, the gratitude activities, problem solving, brainstorming activities, meal planning. We have a lot of information that we're going to go through so that you can start making the shift from chaos to more peace and harmony in your family. Thank you for watching this introductory video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to support you. And I do look forward to seeing you in the course, to working with you to help you transition your family into a family that is very peaceful, loving, caring, and committed to each other. So thank you so much for joining the introductory course, and I look forward to seeing you in the enrolled process of this course. Take care and goodbye for now. Bye.